Welcome to the Rest Podcast, where we focus on coffee, conversations, and culture. Today, we're excited to be at a coffee shop, and we love for this segment to focus on always conversations in coffee shops. And today, we've got Shep with me. So we got Shep who's going to be just telling us why he comes to coffee shops, and this is one of his favorite coffee shops. And so I'm happy to be here, and this is new for me, so this is kind of like your home base.
Yeah, it's like my home base over here.
Yeah. So I'd love for you to just tell us, about this coffee shop a little bit, why it's kind of like one of your favorites, and then we'll kind of just start the conversation from there.
First of all, we got to get the handshake in, man.
Absolutely.
Man, appreciate you for having me on the show and definitely and everything like that. So this spot that we're located, it's called Tacks. It's on the east side of, not east side, but it's like east downtown part of Houston, formerly known as Edo now. How people like to change names and stuff of the city, but like located in Edo. This spot for me is just real like smooth. It's got good music going on. It's not too big, not too small. Always a good amount of people. You kind of can get whatever you want out of it. So if you just coming in to work, it's cubicles, there's desk areas, it's outside areas. Right, we're in the cubicle right now. Like they got areas where you can come sit, get your work done. They got a bar area. If it's after work, you want to come get a mimosa or a drink, they have a bar up there. Of course, along with the coffee, today we did it different. We on the tea wave. Yeah. So they have this. You have this.
Yeah. So tell us what you're drinking today.
So what I got today is a London fog tea with oat milk. My pops trying to say I'm a little bit of a hippie now, because we on the teas. But nah, this is smooth right here. This gets you a little a gradual energy boost for the rest of your day. Instead of like if you get a double espresso, it might hit like that, but you're gonna crash out. Nothing wrong with a double espresso, depending on what you need it for. But afterwards you're done, you're gonna crash out. This kind of guides you through your day, and it doesn't hit you aggressively. And then at night you can go sleep peacefully.
Yeah, and I'm drinking a taro tea latte today, and I've been slowing down on my caffeine. So caffeine kind of raises my blood pressure a little bit, so I've been trying to actually drink something different. So today I got a taro tea latte. Most often I've been drinking what's called a golden milk latte, which is with turmeric, and that's supposed to have some good healing, healthy elements, for the daily life. And this does the same thing. So I'm excited to kind of, see what their taro latte is today. Have some almond milk in there as well, and I think they say elderberry syrup.
Gotcha. Is it good?
Let's check it out.
Just check it out, man. And then I'm going here with my usual specialty,
Good stuff. This is good. This is good. So when we talk about coming to coffee shops, I think there's like a vibe, there's a culture for coffee shops. And I always love to like engage in conversation with people that frequent coffee shops to kind of get their thoughts and impressions about it. So would you call yourself in general like a big coffee drinker?
Big coffee drinker, no, but I come here more for the environment.
Yeah.
So I can't say I'm a big coffee drinker. My grandmother was. Right. She was huge in coffee, but I remember I had a drink some black coffee when I was a kid that scarred me for life. So for sure.
Well, I think that's the whole key, because sometimes when we think about coffee shops in general, we think coffee. But like you're having a tea, I'm having a tea, and you even mentioned like the reason why you come here is not even about the coffee.
Right.
So when you come to like Tacks, what do you try to come here for? Like what's your game plan?
So like when I come here, most of the time, like right now, like I'm an entrepreneur full time. I have a media company called Talented Ones Media.
Shout out Talented Ones.
Man, I appreciate that.
Put that hashtag on there.
Yeah, put the hashtag TO Media on here. Located out of Houston, Texas, but we move all over. But the main thing is, working full time on that, and now engaging in some other projects that aren't necessarily office based. I have to go in a place. You got to find a place to work. And so you can be at home for so long, but I'm a people's person. That doesn't mean I necessarily have to talk to people, but like sometimes you need an eye, like okay, human interaction, like talking to a cashier, or like someone's around the way. Oh, excuse me, can you move? Here's why I go here. Because if you just at home by yourself all day, some people can do that, but for me it's like I don't like that feeling. Just being clamped up in my office or house or whatever my setup is by myself. So I come here maybe not to always just interact with people, but more just to be in the environment around people, just the human aspect of being around people.
Okay, cool. When you come in, what do you think you see most people come in for? Do you think it's the same as what you're coming in for? Or do you think that there's people coming in, for the art of coffee?
I think people here specifically, I would say people are coming in here more for the environment. I do see a lot of people drinking coffee, but I normally come in here early afternoon, late morning. I might start my day off at home working and I move into here. Cause most people get their coffees like way early in the morning to kind of get them jolted for the rest of the day. I see people come here more for the vibe, more for the aesthetic of the place, more for the people reasonings, and everybody comes in here for different reasons. I've seen people come use this spot for dates, studying. I've seen people use this spot for meetings. I've seen people use this spot for just to pull up by themselves and enjoy a cup of joe or to enjoy a tea or some food. So this spot right here is like more of like a hangout with the addition of coffee.
Right, right. And this place is really unique too because I have a really good menu. Last time that I was here, I got a pretty good sandwich and some fries. I thought that was impressive. So it wasn't even like a secondary type of option. Like if you want to come and have a good meal, you can come here.
Man, they got a whole kitchen in the back. It's like a lot of people back there working. They got quesadillas. I normally get the grilled cheese with the chicken, the grilled chicken added on it. They got salads. They got fruit. They got you can either get heavy food, you can get light food, like a whole extensive menu, like you said. So, yeah, man, Brass Tacks highly recommended for me personally. Hey, Brass Tacks, hey, shout out to y'all. Y'all doing your thing. Keep on, keep it on. And yeah, this is one of my spots why I come here. I love it.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that you also come here to kind of do some work for your business. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the business that you have? So it's Talented Ones, right? And what y'all focus and what y'all trying to do?
So Talented Ones is a media content company. So we focus on 3 aspects that we have right now. First thing we have is an interview show, kind of like what you have going on, one-on-one talks with creatives, kind of going over their journey, what they have been through to get to where they are, how their journey been, on their creative process and where they're going. So like we've talked to actors, actresses, we've talked to comedians, athletes, like all types of people, just trying to tell their story through our questions and our lenses.
Right.
So you got that part of it. Then you have a podcast part, which is kind of like what we're doing right now, sitting down, just chopping it up. My co-host, Uncle X, on it, we went from internet radio to podcast just to grow and expand. And then we have an artist showcase part because although we talk to everybody, all types of people, music holds a near dear place in my heart. Grandmother was a music teacher. Most of my family is musically inclined. I can't sing. I can play a couple of instruments though, so like that's my little say-so in there.
What you play?
Drums, and like really a percussion guy, xylophone, drums. I'm kind of getting back trying to teach myself how to do the piano.
Okay.
Because the piano is the same keys as a xylophone. So I'm like, okay, if I can just get back on the rhythm and really get my fingers in the motion of it, I'll be back. But yeah, just an artist showcase part where we put people in creative settings and film them, whether it's freestyling, just rapping, of course, or singing, poetry, all that, and putting that out to people. And that's what we got going, man. And we got merchandise. The whole website is up right now, and we're just growing.
All right. Again, we're gonna put that hashtag out there, Talented Ones, so everybody can go check it out, see what you got going on.
Please.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Jay Shep, I think that's it. We just kind of wanted to get a feel and just let the world know, what's going on in Houston with our coffee shops, why people show up, why people come. And I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time, sharing with us, one of your favorites, Brass Tacks. We appreciate being here and then also giving us a background about, what you have going on in your business, things of that nature. And I wanted to ask you one last question. What's your goals? What you're doing with either Talented Ones or something that you got going on in the future that's still, maybe like in your belly,
So pretty much my goals-wise, and that's a great question, it's just to, one specific goal I do definitely have is the one day I want to kind of open up a storefront, and in that storefront make it a video production and photography like studio where people can rent out the spaces to come shoot and create in there, but also have our merchandise in there to sell out as well, and just a place that we can call home for whenever we have our content and we bring people to the city to film, we can already have our storefront, but then we can also share that with the world too, and just have that place to really bring in the creative vibe and just let creatives create. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Two, we're just trying to grow with clientele and who comes on the show. You know what I'm saying? This year's one of our goals is to get a few high value people.
I hear you.
Yeah, on the show. I'll mention to you off air. We have an idea of, but just to keep growing the content, just to keep coming up with dope events. The one event that we do have this year is TO Fest, which will be August 5th. That's a Saturday. It's a DJ battle. We did one last year, brought out a couple hundred people. This year we're aiming to bring out about 500 people to the city. Definitely we're gonna have a live performer there as well, and then probably an after party after that, just to set up, make it like a whole day. It's almost like making it a whole celebration holiday that day. So we have a couple of goals. We have business goals, we have film goals, we have client goals. My ultimate goal though is just to stay on our journey, man, because the motto of our company is the journey is greater than the destination. So, as though I do have a lot of destinations, because, if you don't have goals and just dreams, then you're gonna ultimately fail. But I'm really I'm just riding this journey that God has for me right now. So, long way to answer that question, but.
Amen. Well, that's our show today. That's Conversations at Coffee Shops. We got Shep here. He's here with us talented ones. We're at Brass Tacks. Great tea.
Great
drink,
tea.
Not coffee today.
Nah.
Great tea.
Great tea, man. We fancy, man. Pinkies up.
All right.
And we out.
Great conversation.
Yes, sir.
Great conversation. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed today's content, click the like button and subscribe so that you can receive notifications for more of the recordings and information that we'll be sharing. We'd love for you to join us next time. So click that like button and subscribe to the Rest Podcast.